Hello, this is Lori McGilvery, Director and Chairman of ReModel International. In a moment, you will hear from founder and CEO James LaTrobe-Bateman. For over 17 years, ReModel have very successfully helped people globally take their manufacturing operations to the next level and beyond by optimizing operations from the whole. James developed and has been using this unique methodology for over 30 years now. From single-site operations to multi-site multinationals, we are very passionate to help you better understand and laser focus on your operation. Today we will be talking about the hugely debated question, do we improve or redesign? I'll turn it over to James from here. He is truly the guru of operations optimization from the whole.
Thank you, Laurie. We're going to take a look at the difference between improving manufacture of your current design and a redesign. We'll chart unit manufacturing cost starting at about 37. Clearly the goal is to try and make that less with time on the bottom axis. Up here there's a clock which tells us where we've got to in time. We'll look at three options: improving what we've got, which is the orange, a redesign, which is the green, and the red, which is a combination of a bit of both. Let's run a race and see how they compare. Off we go. Improving goes into a quick lead, but redesign's coming from behind very fast and overtakes it. And by the time we get to the finishing post, redesign gets there at a lower cost for a lower cost. If you look at the size of the bubble, this represents the total of capital and project engineering expense. Let's take a look at these one at a time, starting with improving the current. Wind the clock back to the beginning. Off we go. Very quick improvement to start with. This is the low-hanging fruit. But then it gets harder and harder to make improvements. At the very end, we've spent a lot of money and got very little more for it. There is a limit to how cheap you can make your products, despite your Lean, Six Sigma, Kaizen supply chain or relocation efforts. At some point, you know you have to contemplate a redesign of some sort to achieve your cost goals, if those cost goals are less than the 20 figure of this example. Let's take a look at redesign. Wind the clock back. Off we go. Nothing happens on the UMC front for a while, but we're spending money on design and development. Then we have implementation. This gets you to a reasonable point. Then we can continue improving for not too much extra cost until we arrive at a figure here of 15, which is less than the best we could do improving what we have. If that's what you need, then that's what you've got to do. Now let's take a look at a combination of those. Wind the clock back. For this one, we start improving what we have to some extent, and then we wait for when the redesign comes in. Pick that up, jump ship as it were, and run with it to the end. You'll see that the total bubble size is larger than it was for a simple redesign, because we've spent some money to improve the current operation, which we wouldn't otherwise have done. So you have three options. Your choice depends on your confidence in these numbers. Our operations modeling method provides this confidence and understanding of what the issues are. Keep this picture in mind. Thank you.
You can learn more by visiting our website, remodelinternational.com. You will also find our book there called Bridge of Faith for Manufacturing Operations. This is Lori and James helping you optimize your operations with laser focus. Until next time, thank you very much for listening, and bye for now.